Hey everybody, this is Siigari. I just wanted to take a moment while I was in the car to talk a little bit about Zendikar Expeditions and what I feel is going to happen to the value of those and how they're going to affect the set. I've been doing a lot of looking and I've been to 6 pre-releases now, and at every pre-release I have seen one expedition open. Now keep in mind that even that being said, these are like $50 plus cards, so they're really expensive, they're really valuable, and how they affect the EV of a box, the expected value of a box, in my opinion, isn't as substantial as some people are thinking it's going to be, where the rest of the cards that are being opened are going to just plummet in price because these 25 cards that you can find in Zendikar packs Battle for Zendikar packs are going to just blow everything out of the water. And here's why I don't think that is going to happen. Reason number 1, foil mythics are not cards that you open packs for hoping to find, okay? They're just not. Like, they're super rare. There's one in a case, maybe, that's with variants included. So 1 every 6 boxes you're looking at pulling a mythic foil, alright? Mark Rosewater has said that you can expect to find a Zendikar Expedition a little bit more frequently than a foil mythic. Now, people are starting to say, okay, well, with that in mind, we should have more Zendikar Expeditions than we're going to have at mythic foils. Therefore, I can expect to pull one in every 3 boxes instead of every 6 boxes. Even still, if I go to a card shop and I buy, let's say, a third of a box, 12 packs of cards, okay? My chances of getting one are so low that I shouldn't go in expecting one, okay? I should be glad for the good cards, the good rares, and the decent mythics that I get. Say, a Planeswalker like Gideon or Kiora, or Quarantine Field, Void Winnower. Any of these, good mythics that have an okay chance of seeing some standard play. Those are the cards that are going to hold their value, alright? Zendikar Expeditions as a set isn't even fully released yet, and only 10 of the cards in Zendikar Expeditions can actually be used in Standard. The rest are used in other formats such as Modern and Legacy. Now, here's why you can't expect the value of these cards to go down, even if boxes are going to be torn open for Zendikar Expeditions, which brings me to reason number 2. People are going to be pulling these boxes open, right? That doesn't mean that people are going to be just pulling boxes open after Zendikar Expeditions thinking that they're going to get one. What happens if they don't get one? Well, they've got all these other cards, okay? Those other cards have value to another player that doesn't have those cards. The player that doesn't have those cards is going to be willing to pay retail price for those cards. The person that's willing to sell it might be willing to sell it for a little bit less just so he can recoup some of his loss, not pulling an expedition, okay? It's a tricky thing. Here's what I think is going to happen. Right now, we're seeing prices drop on Zendikar Expeditions. For example, I've got here a Flooded Strand. Have a look. This Flooded Strand, which is an expedition, was going for $370 when people were posting prices. Alright? Now, it's going for $309 base price, mint foil, and also the whole mint thing, that's a whole nother story that we can get into later. Anyway, so it went from $375 to $309. Here's why it did that. When people were opening packs on pre-release, they were around 50 people, 30 to 50 people, maybe even more than that, and they're seeing people open expeditions like they're everywhere, okay? The guy across the table from me opened one the first night. I was like, wow, that's incredible. I wish I would have gotten that box. You know what I mean? Another guy at that same one opened 2 in his 6 packs, okay? So you're hearing a lot of confirmation bias. The chances to pull expeditions are huge. Everybody's gonna have an expedition. It's gonna be crazy. You should just wait until they're all available. It's not going to happen. You are not going to get an expedition if you are not cracking case after case after case. And if you do get one, consider yourself really lucky, because the I'm going to say 1 in 3 box chance of getting one, it's more like 1 in 5 boxes, honestly, the 1.5 chance. But you're lucky if you get one, okay? Prices are gonna dip right now because we just saw a surge of expeditions. People physically saw them. People didn't hear about them being open. People didn't like, you know, there wasn't like a whole bunch of hype around it. People actually physically saw the cards. So that's gonna cause prices to drop. Once the set is just being a normal set, people aren't gonna be all out at parties and stuff seeing them all the time. Prices are gonna slowly start to go back up, okay? Especially on the shocks from older set and the old dual fetches like steam vents and stuff like that. You're gonna start seeing those cards go back up in price. I give it 2 months before those cards start rising again. The hype is still there. A lot of people are gonna be opening them probably until December. Christmas time is gonna come around, then it's gonna be given as gifts. So expect to see a swing down and then start to see the prices rise again. When the next set comes out and people are opening new packs, same thing is gonna happen. You're gonna get that confirmation bias. People are gonna see a lot of cards all of a sudden, so then prices are gonna dip again. But then, after the hype from the second set of expeditions is gone, all the prices will start raising back up, and then you're gonna have a really solid investment if you bought when prices were low. Anyway, I'm about to park. This is Siigari thinking about Zendikar Expeditions. I hope you guys had a great day.